What's good, y'all? DairuTV back in this thing, man. First of all, thank y'all so much. We have hit 6,000 subscribers, bro. Couldn't did it without y'all. Love y'all, man. Thank y'all so damn much. Now, on to business. The Satisfying Downfall of MrBeast by Internet Anarchist. Okay, I'm assuming that this is gonna have something to do with the whole situation with his homie. I know his homie's name, but I don't want to say it. I heard people are getting like copyrighted, not even copyrighted, but like videos getting taken down and blocked just for saying his name, even though the name is probably gonna get said in this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna say it myself. But yeah, his homie is a weirdo, and not for those other reasons. You know what I'm saying? His homie was out here talking to minors again, bro. Every time you turn around, it's another content creator or content creator adjacent getting caught for talking to minors or just underage people in general. Like, stop. What is up with y'all, man? But I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions, you know, as they become relevant to what we're watching in this reaction. I don't want to take too much longer because this reaction is fat, bro. 46 minutes, 37 seconds is the video. So I'm gonna try to keep pauses to a minimum. If I feel I need to say something, I am gonna pause it. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to keep it rolling. I'm gonna just talk over shit because it's a long video. Now, without further ado, let's get it. By the way, just for y'all information, pretty much everything I see is gonna be news to me. The only thing I knew is that his homie was out here talking to minors, but I didn't like look into it. I didn't see no videos on it. So I don't know nothing about it other than the fact that he was doing that. So this is all gonna be new to me. Let's get it.
MrBeast is currently trying to undergo the biggest cover-up in YouTube history, with alleged cease and desist letters, deleted comments, and character assassination. This comes after ex-MrBeast employee Dogpack404, also known as Dawson, uploaded 2 videos accusing MrBeast of having a predator on his team, as well as other unethical, fraudulent, and criminal activities. But are these allegations real, or is this all simply a big
this Internet Anarchist? Okay.
reputation of YouTube's most popular creator? Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly.
I don't know, bro. Like,
and today we're going to be diving.
I remember when those videos came out.
It goes without saying.
I remember when those videos came out about him talking about how, you know, MrBeast got something going on with him and working with him ain't what it seems to be. But then a lot more people came out and was like, nah, that's cap. So I don't know what to believe, bro. Seems like most of the people around MrBeast are having a good time.
But MrBeast.
Let me rewind 5 seconds, my bad.
We're going to be diving into the MrBeast situation.
Pause to the bad time.
Saying, but MrBeast, aka Jimmy Donaldson, is an extremely popular individual, being the most subscribed YouTuber with a staggering 308 million subscribers.
That's crazy.
Jimmy built a reputation in the YouTube.
I just want to, my bad, y'all, my bad. I said I was gonna keep pausing to a minute. I done paused twice in the first minute. Y'all remember when 100 million subscribers was the crazy milestone? Like, yo, someone hit 100 million? What? Now this man is at 300 million. That's crazy, bro. Somebody gonna hit 1 billion subscribers on YouTube one of these days. It's gonna be ridiculous.
YouTuber with a staggering 308 million subscribers. Jimmy built a reputation in the YouTube community for combining acts of extreme generosity with interesting challenges.
Yes, sir.
I'm a YouTuber. I mean, you can see the camera. And so it's a series where I just, you know, be nice and just give people some help. So it's about 10,000.
10K, yep, I remember that.
Unfortunately, Jimmy's YouTube empire has recently come under fire following the release of several damning allegations regarding him and his best friend Kris Tyson. On one hand, Kris is facing backlash for alleged inappropriate interactions with minors on a Discord server, which I've already uploaded.
I didn't even see those other 2 videos when he made them.
And Jimmy is being accused of faking key elements of his videos and profiting off fans through shady tactics like illegal lotteries. The majority of the accusations leveled against Jimmy would come from one of his former employees.
Okay.
404. On the 24th of July 2024, Dogpack uploaded a video titled,
recent.
I worked for MrBeast, he's a fraud, which started with the claim that Jimmy was deliberately manipulating the psychology of young viewers and had been rigging certain portions of his videos.
If y'all want me to react to that video specifically, let me know down in the comments.
Hi, I wanted to provide some context to this video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I'm rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud. Okay, thank you. Enjoy the video.
No more crack for you, bro.
The video by outlining the steps.
What the hell?
MrBeast brand was using reward-based psychology to get young viewers to act in a certain manner.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the 3 major types of behavioral learning. Step 1 is getting the viewer to associate the brand with trust and authority. MrBeast videos are real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards.
Are they not?
Loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing the viewers that when people interact with MrBeast in a way that benefits MrBeast, when they do what he tells them to do, they win big rewards.
Following this, Dr. pointed out several inconsistencies and rigged scenarios in a number of Jimmy's previous videos.
Also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No. But this train track is CGI, this bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor.
What the hell?
Costs more than $1. This city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Including...
God damn. he on MrBeast's ass, ain't he? Goodness gracious. This is fake. This is fake. This is fake. This is scripted. This is scripted. This was made. This is pre-made. This is pre-made. This is CGI. This is fake. This is fake. This is a paid actor. God, Lee, bro. All right. Shit. I mean, hey, okay, so even if he is faking some of his content, hey, so what? But I know people don't like when you do that. When people find out that you're faking your content, you lose the trust of the people. And so MrBeast does want people to believe that all of the content is 100% real and there's no fake or no CGI, no nothing. But I mean, who cares about CGI? But still though, y'all get what I'm saying.
Fake door twice. This line is scripted, this action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Including some extra touches to a challenge video in post-production was one thing, but outright influencing the outcome of said challenge or contest was a completely different story.
Oh, that's messed up if he did that.
So MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of shitty CGI, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right? I mean, it's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
I didn't see that video.
So many people had jobs.
I seen him upload it, but I didn't watch it.
Her job. I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees or just the employees themselves.
In addition to this, Dogpack shared a message from another
on his head
who claimed that the MrBeast crew decided to rig the contest to avoid a PR problem.
According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were MrBeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much
they crashed the drone
on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera.
The authenticity of MrBeast's videos wasn't the only thing being called into question.
I mean, I kind of get that one because, like, if the challenges are going on and it's supposed to be a girls versus boys video, but then all the girls get beat early as hell and there's now just the boys left, like super duper fast. It's kind of not even girls versus boys no more. Like it was, but it's not no more. So he wanted to kind of keep the thing. I'm not trying to make excuses for MrBeast and that. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I understand.
As Dogpack also presented allegations of him exploiting young viewers through illegal lotteries and other dubious marketing tactics.
So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that.
He's pretty much showing the whole video, so we ain't gotta react to it, I guess.
Lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more.
It's worth noting that at least in the US, it's illegal for anyone besides the government to hold a lottery. The textbook definition of a lottery is anything that includes the opportunity or chance to win a valuable prize and requires a form of payment to enter. A typical giveaway would have to eliminate any barrier to entry or monetary requirement to be considered legal. According to Dogpack, MrBeast used giveaways to incentivize young viewers into buying more of his merch and other projects.
Speaking of giveaway, I may do a giveaway on the new Black Myth Wukong game that's coming out. I'm doing a full walkthrough of that game. For those of my gamers watching this video, I might want to check that walkthrough out. But yeah, I might be giving away a copy. All you gotta do, subscribe and comment on the videos, bro. And I'm gonna put y'all names into a random, comment selector thing, and it's gonna pick one of y'all.
Of our limited edition,
real quick plug,
40 mil special shirts. We're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video. Then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right? Because we gotta give them time to do their cart. We'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page.
And
during those 5 hours, I counted 46 illegal lotteries.
Throughout the stream, Jimmy would claim that he'd include something with 46. The most recent orders, and that he was giving away too many prizes to make a profit, something that Dogpack alleged wasn't possible.
We need to stop giving everyone something.
We've just lost like 7.
Almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, "Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. Please, don't you want me to make a profit?"
I mean, okay, so yeah, he made it. When he said that, people would hear like, damn, if I buy a shirt, there's a good chance that there'll be a prize in mine, because he keeps on putting prizes in all these other ones. So mine has a good chance of having one too. I'm about to buy one of these shirts, even if I don't even want the shirt, just for the chance of possibly winning a fat stack of cash being put inside of it. Yo, let me get one of them shirts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Spend $40, come up 1,000. Delicious. So I get it. I get it why someone would like want to call that out. But like, again, I understand. I don't even think it's shady marketing tactics, bro. It's just like, yo, giving people incentive to buy the things that you're selling is literally the name of marketing. That's why you're doing it. You're trying to give people reasons to buy your shit. And if the chance that they could win even more than just the shirt by buying it is, something you got to put out there to make them want to buy the shirt, then you do that. Like, I don't know. I don't really see a problem yet. I get it's technically manipulation, but it's like, there's levels of manipulation, and this is like the lowest level possible. This is nothing.
The giveaway stream was seemingly not an isolated incident, as MrBeast repeated the strategy multiple times on a much larger scale.
4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now this stream did say, we are doing a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary, in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys prefer, that we throw money in random orders, or that we throw items in random orders?
Yeah. Somebody screamed in chat, "I want to switch." Hey, buy a shirt.
In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Dogpack also stated that there were other aspects of the stream that was misleading, such as MrBeast not even signing some of the t-shirts himself.
It does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew.
The
description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew.
Okay.
It doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast.
MrBeast himself,
So here's a clip of Tyler maybe not forging, using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs M,
he signs MB, his initials,
which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away. Could you make it any more obvious?
If these weren't already signs
he did do that.
Was open to exposing his young audience to gambling, he almost worked with a predatory sponsor called Mystery Box.
What?
3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started
Mystery
working
Box,
with
I remember
Jimmy,
them.
what was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box, and you'd pay $50 for it.
Oh,
it
yeah, didn't Ricegum did.
Yeah.
And they'd send it to you and it'd have random stuff in it.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
I think I remember those.
He wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because there was a lot of money and we wanted to give that money away in a video, and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negative.
That is
This was
gambling.
a long conversation that him and I had to have, which eventually we passed on the deal, and then Jake Paul and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Dogpack continued by alleging other MrBeast
Shout out
products
Dogpack for
such
that
as
thing.
Feastables had gambling adjacent elements because they included the chance of getting a ticket that could be redeemed for other prizes.
My manager literally said,
wait a minute, is he talking about when he was like had the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing going on, when he had like the chance to have a golden ticket in his Feastables to bring them to participate in that Chocolate Factory video that he did? Didn't he do that? The Willy Wonka video? I think I reacted to that video. If that's what he's talking about, then okay, sure, but like, I don't know, man. Like recreating the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing by selling your candy bars and having a chance of one of your candy bars being the one that makes you get selected for a video. It's okay, it's gambling, but like, I don't know, man. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Not the same.
Included the chance of,
because you still win something. Like, I don't want to defend it. Because like, I don't want to defend gambling. I'm just saying, like, you only paid for a chocolate bar. Even if you don't win the golden ticket, you still got a chocolate bar. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
A ticket that could be redeemed for other prizes.
My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to.
If that's not what the tickets, the golden tickets were,
with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, buy a Feastables, win 10K.
Okay,
buy
money.
Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables and it has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast said it was probably closer to the other way around and was laughing about it. Like,
wow,
70% a lottery,
30%
a chocolate company.
However, Dogpack would acknowledge that MrBeast had a no purchase necessary clause in some of their promotional material.
The only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account, because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perched neck, or hidden deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit, or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart for the YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket? How is this legal?
Not
How
the diabetes,
do you mail
bro.
something without making a purchase?
It was apparent that MrBeast was willing to employ some legal
to buy stamps and envelopes
tactics to boost product sales. But sadly, this wouldn't be the only time he utilized shady means to get what he wanted. The expose video posted by Dogpack would go on to garner over 11 million views within just 2 weeks of being published, and received an extremely positive reception from viewers, with over 627,000 likes and supportive comments from viewers stating, "If this video mysteriously disappears, I've downloaded a copy. This comment serves as my confirmation that this video once existed. Bro just exposed the biggest YouTuber ever, followed by 300 million plus people. That's a hell of an achievement." As well as, YouTube should be held accountable for pumping millions for these shady operators to keep exploiting kids. However, as you'd imagine, the response from MrBeast was not so kind, with a member of the MrBeast team coming forward to debunk some of Dogpack's claims, with a tweet from user Chucky stating, "I want to quickly debunk some of the info in this video, since the guy who made it was on my team. It was my decision to fire him for erratic behavior. He worked at the company for less than a month, and wasn't an employee for most of the videos he mentions to have knowledge on. There's so much in his video, and I want to specifically address him saying our videos are fake and staged, because this is not true. I was on the set for many of these videos."
It makes sense that that's what he's defending, because that's the most important thing. Like, all the other stuff he could deal with, but definitely don't let people think that the videos aren't real. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them lose their sense of authenticity. Can't lose that. So yeah, it makes sense that he would defend that part over anything, which he might really be legit defending it. Maybe he don't know. I don't know.
You won't get into a video unless your family or friends is someone that works at MrBeast. This is a wild statement that can be easily proven wrong. There's probably hundreds or thousands of people who have no affiliation to friends or family of MrBeast's employees. Think the 456 people in Squid Game, or ages 1 to 100, etc. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people. The train track was CGI. The
I don't know about that part.
CGI. The pit is fake. He acts like he's exposing us for using CGI to make backgrounds look cool, when we have done multiple public behind the scenes videos with so crispy showcasing.
I said that CGI for a background is not a big deal.
We did drive buses in that pit, and same with the train you claim we didn't.
Ooh,
the
okay.
raccoon was a paid actor. I don't even know what to say about this.
That was just supposed to be funny.
Island cost more than $1. Not true. We did pay $1 for this island. You can Google MrBeast purchases Outer Banks Island for $1, which stated this before the video was released.
Okay.
He moved into a mansion 2 months before being in a video, $1 million mansion. He talks about how 2 months before we filmed the first Mac video that he moved into a mansion. Mac was staying at a friend's house, and I'm not sure how that proves anything or why it's relevant.
Okay.
The wink was added in post. Bruh, he really did wink. This is a flat out
I think it was just that was supposed to be a joke.
He implies 42 and 58 was scripted and not real. The contestants themselves have talked about this on streams they did after the video. They legit didn't like each other. He also claimed 58 was on the far opposite side and didn't hear him. Just because he was on the other side of the room, you don't think 58 heard him yell? How on earth would he know?
Oh, is he talking about the video where whoever stays in the box the longest wins, but whoever, if you step out of the box, you also got a chance? So basically you got to make your decision, and the dude was like, yo, I'm out of the box, so you can either stay in the box and, you know, I win, or you step out of the box and we both lose. And dude stepped out of the box at the last second, basically hoeing both of them. And dude was pissed off at him like, bro, why you don't gain anything from stepping out of the box. Why the hell did you step out of the box? Why did you do that? You could have just let me win some money. You know what I'm saying? You literally hold me on purpose and then laugh like I'm supposed to be friends with you. And then I remember that dude went on like a live stream afterwards too. Like he was talking about it in a separate video. It was like, bro, I was pissed. And this dude was trying to talk to me and laugh it up. And I basically told him like, yo, I'm not your fucking friend. Like, don't talk to me. You just made me lose out on money. But like, that seems to be a real situation. The homie is claiming it's scripted. I don't know, bro. It seems like that really happened.
Just because he was on the other side of the room, you don't think 58 heard him yell? How on earth would he know? Not only
it's funny if I went on an entire rant and that's not even the video that he was talking about.
Not random subscribers.
That shit did happen though.
The 100 boys vs 100 girls video is scripted, and the proof is a random text saying it is. That's it. It was not scripted. Jimmy probably had countless people on set for that video, and it would have been impossible to hide. This video was not scripted. I was on set for this, and there was no bias for who won. He also implies the video is fake because we had some employees in each team. The employees in the video were there to fill in for people who tested positive for COVID last minute before filming. Thea, Jimmy's GF, mentioned this on the podcast over a year ago.
Okay.
If it wasn't for COVID, they would not have been in it. They had the same money on the line as everyone else. Some random text of someone thinking it was rigged doesn't mean it's rigged.
Okay.
Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways are fake. We do not fake giveaways. I've been hands-on with some of them, and I've personally been the person to connect winners with our accounting department to get paid.
Okay.
Also suggested we didn't spend $1 million on Samsung phones, and I can assure you we did. Another lie from you. The MrBeast employee would then go on to attempt to present Dogpack as an unreliable source of information by stating he claimed he was under the influence of mushrooms when filming the video. I could keep going on, but I don't want to
look crazy.
Dawson himself said on Reddit that he was on shrooms and weed when filming this video, which might explain some of the made-up stuff.
Wow.
Dawson was only employed from March 25th, 2024, and was let go on April 19th.
Damn, only a year? Oh,
he was on a 90-day trial, and we ended it early and paid him out.
I was about to say, it's not 90 days.
As we guaranteed the 90 days of pay so that he could transition into a new job. I'd appreciate it if everyone reading this could help dispel all this fake rumors by spreading this info. Jimmy spends unfathomable amounts of money and time to ensure the integrity of what he does, and I hate to see it come into question with a bunch of lies. Dawson.
As a person who's done editing like this before, it was probably annoying as hell to do this edit. This edit where he's making each word individually appear along the line while also moving. Yeah, it probably took a little minute just to do this little part. This would be annoying.
If you leave this up, then
but hey, gotta do it.
With accusations of lies, fake evidence, and creating a baseless hit piece, it wouldn't be long before Dawson would respond in the comments, defending his original video, stating, "Debunking your debunking.
Oh good, here we go.
Attempt. You leave out my unpaid trial period and also my time working for Idea Guys, a company for which MrBeast is a client. The founder of Idea Guys also had to get permission from MrBeast to hire me, so weird you guys didn't tell him that I was erratic. Also, weed and shrooms was an obvious joke. Jimmy doesn't know more than like a dozen people. You expect people to believe this? How many people do his employees know? Who is the contestant in the Train vs. Pit? How about Lambo vs. Shredder? How did I said the same thing, like get into the Chocolate Factory video or Della vlog?
I said the same thing, like I don't really mess with people like that, but I know more than a dozen people. Come on now, like a dozen. Like, and maybe I get what he was saying though. He probably wasn't being hyper literal and saying literally a dozen. He was just saying like, yo, Jimmy don't know that many people, bro. But I still find that hard to believe. He probably know a hell of people that he could call right now. Like his phone is probably crazy. And I ain't even talking about celebrities. So like, I don't really believe that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that Jimmy outside of his YouTube videos just keeps to himself and doesn't, you know, ever be around anybody else. Like it's hard to believe. So I get what he was saying. He wasn't being hyper literal when he said it doesn't, but MrBeast probably definitely knows a lot of people. I know a lot of people.
CGI is clearly not a secret. Cool, so when Jimmy was accused of using too much CGI in Train vs. Pit, why did he deny it on Twitter?
Oh, did he?
Paid actor. Bro, you expect people to believe Kris and Chandler were petting an actual wild raccoon? From your own source on the island, the transfer tax is $1.
I don't know about
also paid $27 in tax and fees for the property. Also, you lease it back to the owner for $0, $1 plus $27. $28.
Damn.
This wink was added in post. It was. Compare that wink to the other contestants' winks in other scenes. Or none of his TikToks. His mouth always partially opens. Here, that doesn't happen, because in the original footage, it was a blink altered to match the false revenge narrative.
Wow, he going everything.
Altering the timers or contestant dialogue in post. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers. You acknowledge that the contestants were not random subscribers, but refuse to acknowledge the clear rigging that can be seen multiple times on camera. Please watch Upper Echelon's video analyzing the case law regarding this rigging.
Everybody was on his ass.
People on the boys team that they were fed much later than the girls, and that the production team was clearly favoring the girls.
Wow.
Days later, on the 1st of August 2024, Dogback would reveal that he'd received a cease and desist letter from MrBeast, demanding that he would immediately take down the video, delete his Reddit, and not spread any more information relating to MrBeast.
Damn.
He seemingly had no fear for the cease and desist letter, as the video would remain up, and he would tease a second edition, which would supposedly expose MrBeast even further. Amazing YouTuber Oompaville would publish a video on the 2nd of August 2024 interviewing Dogpack, where he would reveal more details surrounding MrBeast. Allegations of mistreating animals during filming.
Dude, the raccoon, in reality, it's much worse than being a paid actor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a domestic raccoon that they brought to the set, and they're like, sort of treating it like a prop. They're putting it in the ceiling and then pretending like, you know, they just discovered it.
Yeah, exactly.
But then there's a scene where somebody off camera takes the raccoon and like throws it onto the bed. And I'm sure you could pull this clip up. The edit is very strange because there's a zoom in and pan up. So it like hides the fact that the raccoon is going on the bed.
Oh, wow. They threw it on there?
What really doing is hiding the fact that someone's throwing the raccoon. And then there's a voiceover in post of Jimmy saying, oh man, the raccoon just ran in the hotel or whatever. And they're like screaming at it and shit. So it's like almost, I wouldn't say animal abuse, but like it's kind of borderline mistreatment when you're just like using it as a prop and then scaring it for no reason.
Tossing it around. Yeah, I get that.
Addresses MrBeast non-disclosure agreement, claiming he didn't break it despite posting the video.
Actually, people think that I broke my NDA, but like 90% of that video is public information. And then like the other 10% is about crimes. I was like, it was pretty decently strategic. I don't think they would have a case, and like I've spoken with lawyers and everything. So
when discussing the cease and desist letter,
they can't do nothing.
Usually calm and collected about it.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel nervous, or do you feel
no.
excited?
I feel confident.
You feel
not excited.
So he know they can't actually do anything.
Nervous. A little bit. You got to feel a little. I would be shitting myself if I were you.
No, I'm not shitting myself.
Well, you
definitely has access to the best lawyers you can get.
Right. I mean, to be honest, it's cool to be nervous and not scared though, because like you are coming from the perspective of this is what you believe is truth, and you're doing this out of good faith.
Dogpack would also bring up new evidence potentially linking Kris Tyson into the alleged fake giveaways.
I forgot about him.
Of like
or
potentially
them.
Another legitimate crime, which is that
it wasn't intentional.
I talked about the golden ticket giveaway for the Willy Wonka video and how one of those tickets went to a YouTuber called Dello Vlogs. There was another former employee DM'd me on Twitter. He told me that there's another contestant in that video who his name is Justin, and he's Ava Kris Tyson's cousin. If he did, if they have some explanation, like maybe the contestant dropped out or something and they replaced him with him, then they could be fine. But like in a sweepstakes, if he actually won a golden ticket, which is what the employee is telling me, then that's completely illegal. because you have to disqualify your family members.
Yeah.
With no signs of Dogpack backing down.
That's
or
messed
removing
up.
The video.
They
Mr.
did do
Beast
that.
would allegedly send him another cease and desist.
Oh,
reading,
number
"Dear
2.
Mr. Dogpack 404. This firm has recently been retained by Mr. Beast YouTube LLC and its founder, Jimmy Donaldson, regarding the unsettling news that you have embarked on a campaign to disparage Mr. Beast as a company and defame Jimmy Donaldson as an individual. Not only are your statements about Mr. Beast and Jimmy Donaldson untrue, they also violate the clear binding, enforceable terms of your confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement with Mr. Beast, dated on March 25th, 2024. Along with the cease and desist, Dogpack would post a tweet indicating Mr. Beast may have been using intimidation techniques to scare him into silence, with a tweet reading, "Also, my number got leaked, apparently from a Mr. Beast employee named Kaylee. I've been getting texts from former Mr. Beast employees. A text I received last night claims that James wants to have private investigators start following me and looking into my family's social media accounts to find ways to discredit me. Apparently the best narrative they have right now is that I'm a crazy drug-addicted Mr. Beast super fan that got fired for trying to steal company funds. If this text is true, I will say, Mr. Beast, if you want to resort to personal attacks, I'm happy to reciprocate. Or, just address the evidence."
Bro, he's standing on business.
Displaying the text reading, "Dude, has anyone at Mr. Beast contacted you about the posts you're making? I've been reading the NDA over to see what I can and can't post, because I'd like to move on with my life and try having some type of social media presence, not planning on ever mentioning I worked at Mr. Beast, but if it got out or I somehow accidentally mentioned it, I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna get sued to hell. Also, if you're going to post my message for proof you worked at Beast, I don't care, just don't show my number and you can save it how you want. Also, I got your number from Kaylee. I don't have access to anything Beast, like Slack or anything. Obviously, I'm not a Beast employee. I'm a former employee. Someone else I knew told me they texted you on Reddit talking about Kaylee and Leroy. I'm not that person, and I won't mention any current or former Mr. Beast employees because of an NDA." As well as another message which was much more disturbing, reading, "Dawson, I'm texting you anonymously to let you know that I heard James wants to have private investigators start following you and looking into every detail of your life. He wants them to reach out to your former employers, find all your social media accounts, your family's social media accounts, videos of you."
Bro!
"They already have a Google Doc listing possible ways to discredit you, including you're on drugs and have mental health problems, your mum is bipolar, you're an obsessed super fan, you were crying begging to get your job back after they fired you, you tried stealing company funds, etc.
Dog.
What's true and what's not. But personally, I really think you should just take everything down ASAP. If you take it down, they'll leave you alone."
You're trolling, what?
Saying, "You're trolling, what?" The tweet also contained a screen recording displaying some of the strange and deranged messages. Following this, Dawson would
No, we ain't finished. What did that say? "You're trolling what? Phone numbers no longer in service. WTF, stop. WTF, hashtag stop. This is so creepy. Hashtag leave." What the hell?
Displaying some of the strange and deranged messages. Following this, Dawson would also address the allegations to make it clear that he was sober when recording the video. With everyone waiting to hear Mr. Beast's potential response, on the 4th of August 2024, he would upload a video titled "Survive 100 Days in Nuclear Bunker, Win $500,000. With the video not mentioning the recent controversy at all, viewers would flock to the comment section to express their thoughts on the allegations. However, whenever viewers seemed to leave a negative or critical comment, it would seemingly instantly disappear.
Okay, so first of all, I don't see why he would mention the controversy in a video that he wants to be positive. So it makes sense not to mention the controversy. But 2, you out here deleting comments, fam, when people talk about it? It's kind of crazy. And the reason I say that is because you're Mr. Beast. You probably get more comments in the first 10 seconds of your video going live than most YouTubers get over the course of their entire video's life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably get, how are you seeing these comments? Like, you got people on the clock just looking through these comments ready to delete some shit? That's crazy.
Several tweets being posted showing how fast they were being censored. This led many users to suspect the Mr. Beast team was deliberately censoring negative comments.
Damn. Hold on, how long ago was that?
Suspect the Mr. Beast
it's too blurry, I can't see.
Team was deliberately censoring negative comments.
And it's not my video, I'm saying HD.
YouTube creators like Upper Echelon would conduct in-depth analysis into how and why the comment section was being altered and made some very shocking observations.
Trying to curate it.
This right here is the third.
You know what though? Before he starts his rant, or saying, not his rant, but saying what he was saying. I am not a person who deletes comments often under my videos. Excuse me, especially since I don't even really get a crazy amount of comments depending on the video I get. But if there's ever a video where I'm like talking about a thing and someone makes a comment or misrepresenting my point or misrepresenting what I said in the video, Sometimes I'll remove that comment if I don't feel like responding to it, only because I don't want someone else to come along, read that comment, because some people go to the comment section before they even watch a video. I don't want someone else to come along, read that comment, and then have this notion that I really meant what the person said, even though they're misrepresenting what I actually said. I don't like when that happens. So like, sometimes I do that. Like, motherfucker, you're not finna convince people I said a thing or meant a thing that I didn't say or mean. Get your ass out of here. But that's it. That's it. If you can disagree with me and all that good stuff in my comment section, I don't care. I get down in the comment section and debate with people about stuff all the time. But once you start misrepresenting my opinions, your comment is gone, bro. So, and the reason I mention that and why it's relevant is because maybe MrBeast is like, nah, you're not about to come on my video and just state lies, things that aren't happening. So I'm about to delete your damn comment. Get your comment up out of here, bro. Blocked. But it could also be the other way around. It could also be that MrBeast legitimately is trying to hide this stuff, and he's trying to, you know, bring as little attention to it as possible. And, you know, you would do that by deleting comments that speak about it.
Was being altered and made some very shocking observations.
Because at the end of the day, not everyone knows.
36-hour period of time where the comment section of that latest video was scraped repeatedly and archived. Green is the total number of comments posted. Red is the total number of comments allowed to remain on the video.
That's a lot of comments deleted.
Over that one single 36-hour period from August 4th to midway through August 5th, over 26,000
That's a lot of comments deleted, bro.
As well as in 2 very large major batches.
And I do know that YouTube will delete comments itself depending on your comment. But in those situations, usually it doesn't even let the comment get posted. You know, it's an order to delete it quick. But I don't know. As long as people aren't like being too crazy in the comment section, you know, using a whole bunch of profanity and stuff, YouTube will generally let a comment slide. So, and you can use some profanity, you just can't go crazy with it. So I don't know, bro.
In addition, we can infer a couple of things from this graph, such as the usage of automatic filters, which would explain why the rate of new comments very suddenly drops off a cliff.
I know I keep on goddamn pausing. I was gonna say that too, because you can make it so that certain words can't get put in your video comments. You can put automatic filters. So if I put a filter for Apple, and then you comment a comment and the word Apple is in your comment will automatically get removed. I don't have to go in and delete it. It'll just get removed. So maybe he put a filter in for, you know, a lot of different words that you would have to use when talking about this situation so that you can't comment talking about it. Maybe that's what happened. That probably is what happened. Because 26,000 comments, bro, like, hell nah. Manual deletions? No way.
Also corroborated by showcasing the number of comments containing certain keywords over time.
Yep, like I said.
Couldn't leave critical comments, they'd simply dislike the video, which resulted in an estimated 2 million dislikes to just 4 million likes. But we'll talk about
that's a bad ratio for MrBeast.
As you'd expect, MrBeast attempted to discredit this information by claiming there were only 37,000 dislikes on the video within the first few hours of release.
Keemstar, after deleting a post about how many dislikes the video had received, allegedly showing footage directly from MrBeast about the real numbers. This footage, apparently from August 3rd to 4th, showed 3 million likes, but only 37,000 dislikes.
That's a good ratio.
Actually lower than the entire channel average if you look at the typical ratio of 98.2 versus 98.8%. Keemstar firmly asserts that he was not lied to, he was not misled, and that he believes these numbers are fully accurate. But I would like to assert, in my opinion, that these numbers are in no way, shape, or form even close to accurate, especially when you consider and understand.
Isn't there a way to still see the dislikes on people's videos?
Altering comments and obscuring dislikes was only the tip of the iceberg, as MrBeast and his team allegedly had gone back to edit out portions of previous videos to control the narrative.
What's even more interesting is that if you go to an archived version of this video, you'll see that the length is 12 minutes and 48 seconds. However, the current version on the MrBeast channel is 10 minutes and 26 seconds.
Oh, they took out almost 2 minutes worth of stuff.
At roughly 9 minutes and 30 seconds in, as stated in the comments that were mass deleted, a portion of this video was cut out that showed the team in a living room, and on the wall, sure enough, is a Shadman poster. The same poster that Ava Kris Tyson bragged about making a centerpiece of the living room. MrBeast went back to a video from 6 years ago. He deleted an entire month of
I feel like I've seen something about Shadman before, but I don't know what it is.
Things.
By the 8th of August 2024, Dogpack...
If y'all know what the Shadman thing is about, let me know.
...expose video on MrBeast, which brought forward even more damning allegations.
So just before I get into my interrogation with former MrBeast employee Jake Weddle,
A lot has happened since my last video. After posting, I got hundreds of messages from former MrBeast employees, and I had them all like send proof of.
They couldn't wait to let him know.
People showing their support or telling their stories of you know.
Okay. We're not gonna read the entire messages, but I'm going to just watch. If you don't know, people accusing you of not working with MrBeast, but I feel your experience is higher up, same as mine. Okay.
Showing their support or telling their.
Y'all can read it. You know, pause my video and read the whole thing if you want to. What is how much others take on wasted into arrangements. Uncomfortable.
Their stories of you know fake videos.
Look on set to say $100 bought one of the employees' dogs off him for $10,000 in a weird power play to see if he could pay someone enough to give up their dog. Or just adopting any of the hundreds of rescue dogs at the shelter. Yeah, that's messed up.
Unsafe practices.
Okay, I'm gonna just let the rest of them
like that.
Y'all can read those if y'all want to.
Also claimed MrBeast was very aware of the current controversy and was planning to release a statement, but held back to see what else would be made public.
I also have like more serious allegations that I want to start covering. Also,
I didn't know. They look like a nice house.
That MrBeast has been sitting on a response to part 1 because he was worried if he posted it, I would instantly respond with part 2. You know, like a. Like this is Kids Bop, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake.
Oh
also, I know MrBeast's secret CEO has been practically like harassing my people on, you know, hey, what's in part 2? What does he know? So I will just tell you, James, what will be in part 3, so you don't have to harass my people.
3?
It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes.
Allegedly.
And I'll make sure to give you full credit and plaster your face all over the screen when we talk about that.
While Dr. wasn't able to discuss what happened with other MrBeast employees, he managed to interview a former employee named Jake Weddle, who knew what MrBeast was like behind closed doors.
Okay.
So anyway, my interview with Jake Weddle, I chose to interview him because I thought he was perfect because he was both on camera and behind the scenes in 2019 and 2020. And also, what people don't know is that he came back in 2021 to be the sole contestant of a MrBeast video, which never got uploaded because it went very badly.
Oh, wow.
He knows about another portable document format who was working at MrBeast while actually on the registry. And I'll get more into that story at the end of the video.
At the start of the interview, Jake stated that he'd been featured in several challenges, and that he was part of the MrBeast team long enough to witness their transformation from a small channel to a media giant.
Yeah.
I'm Jake Weddle. Most people who, if you know me from MrBeast, I'm a deep cut. I'm in a few of the videos, sometimes maybe purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit. I'm in the cutting room floor a lot of the time. But I've been in some videos. I've worked on a lot of them. I was there from 2019 to 2020, 2021-ish when I came back and did some more. I was there.
Okay.
They were authentic, and then I saw the transition to what I feel like is a company. He's like a TV show now.
It's messed up, man. It's like because I feel like every YouTuber with a passion for this shit starts off authentic, bro. Like they start off authentic, bro. But it's like some of them, once they start getting bigger, realize that, yo, if we fake this shit, we can make even more money and just pump this shit out. Kind of like, and this ain't a direct comparison, but kind of like the prank YouTubers. Remember when prank was a thing on YouTube? Like everybody's making prank videos. The prank started off real. They were real pranks, bro, and they were funny. But they realized, yo, you can't trick someone every single day. You trick me 2 days in a row, I'm not believing a good goddamn thing you say on that third day. I don't care. You could tell me that someone close to my family died. I'm like, all right, bro, show the receipts. I ain't trying to hear that. You have to take me to them and show me their dead body, or else I don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? So, but the prank YouTubers are like, yo, let's just fake these pranks, bro. Let's pump them out every single day. And as long as they're entertaining enough, these kids will still enjoy them. And, you know, we're going to make hella money. It was prank channels out here getting multiple millions of views every single day with these fake pranks. And the reason that, you know, is a kind of a, you know, indirect comparison, or is it a direct comparison? I don't know. It's a comparison, goddammit. Is because that's what some of these other channels do, bro. Like MrBeast stuff, I'm pretty sure it was very, 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 very authentic at one point in time. But according to these ex-employees, it no longer is. Because of the fact that if you take away some of the authenticity and just start to, you know, manipulate shit, you can actually get the content out faster. You can get more of it out, therefore making more money. Again, makes sense. I understand why he does it, but once you lose the trust of the people that your shit is authentic, and by the way, just to address the elephant in the room real quick, the video is called Satisfying Downfall of MrBeast. Ain't no goddamn downfall. Next time MrBeast posts a video, it's gonna get hundreds of millions of views again, like his videos always do. So like, let's get that straight. But some people are looking at him with the side eye now. They looking at him with the fish eye. You know what I'm saying?
You went from YouTuber guy with a camera to Amazon.
Jake continued by highlighting toxic patterns in the company's work culture, like employees being forced to stay on MrBeast's good side to avoid being mistreated, and MrBeast's extremely controlling attitude.
The culture around there was very unspoken, but there was a vibe. There was half the people who, if you made Jimmy happy, you were on the good half. And these people got random bonuses and were usually moved up, had more screen time. And then there was people who, if you had a disagreement or butt heads with Jimmy or just you didn't like it, you know, you were the other half. And I consistently was in the half that Jimmy doesn't like me. That's fine. I don't like him either. It's okay.
Damn.
Oh, that feels so good to say. I don't like Jimmy. I hate you so much. He didn't want anyone to get more popular or have more of a way out necessarily. Like, oh, I'm doing my Twitch thing on the side. Don't do that because you could get famous and leave and talk about me negatively. And
good.
I could tell that the yes
goodness gracious is what I meant to say. Why'd I stop and say good?
Doing well. And I was, disgruntled for quite some time. So I've talked to reporters, right? Like publicly. And I've always had to choose my words very, very carefully because I don't want to say anything I don't stand behind, obviously. So I used to talk to people. I used to glaze Jimmy publicly for things I do genuinely think are true. But then it's like, well, how come you didn't talk about the working conditions? Well, I wanted a career.
Things were
right. I don't want to lose my job.
And one of his co-workers,
so I'll just not say certain things.
Asking for better compensation.
I feel really good.
Oh, they asked for a raise and got fired.
Yeah, I was talking to this other writer, Mike, it's fucked up, that's how the pay is, and I want you to get paid more, because you deserve to get paid more. I'm gonna have a kid. And he didn't want to rock the boat. He desperately didn't want to rock the boat. He's just, I like my job. I like, because when you grow up with nothing, not to say that he did, but I know I did. You get a little something, you don't want to lose it.
True.
So he didn't want to rock the boat. But he said, hey man, if that's how you feel, like if that's like, I trust you. He stood with me. He went to that meeting with me. And I said my piece and he backed me up.
I get emotional.
XYZ or I'm out of here. And they said bet, and they gave me a severance check the next day. And they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew—
Damn, that is your worst nightmare when you go to try to get a raise from somebody, bro. You walk up on them like, yo, I need a raise or I'm out. And they like, all right. Peace. That's pain. That's pain right there,
and
bro.
They said bet, and they gave me a severance check the next day. And they gave him a severance check the next day. And if I knew—
From Jake's perspective, MrBeast's generosity is extended.
He probably felt like he got homie fired. I get why he's emotional.
Who can thank him on camera.
I get it.
I think Jimmy wants to be the best YouTuber. I think he is laser focused on one goal. And I think whatever he has to do to achieve that goal, he'll do. And I think it was the smartest decision for him.
His maintenance now.
That he calculated, because he's very good with numbers. If I donate to charity, people can't say I'm shitty.
While he didn't work for MrBeast anymore, Jake still had the chance to be part of certain videos. However, one challenge in particular didn't go as planned and cost Jake much more than a paycheck.
Oh?
If I did do mini challenges in that I got paid, I was clocked in with a rate, and I would get paid and compensated for those.
Okay.
But there was one video I was in, I got paid a lot for it, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out because it didn't go well.
What happened? I want to know.
It came out probably like a year ago, something like that. It got a lot of hot water when it came out.
$340K?
Like surviving like $10,000 every day you survive in solitary, or surviving solitary for whatever.
No windowless room?
It was one of those solitary confinement videos that got a lot of media attention because everybody saw the premise and thought, what? You shouldn't do that. And if people don't know, that was the second attempt. The first attempt was on me.
Oh.
And it didn't go well.
So after they had a failed version on him, MrBeast was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And that was the version that actually came out. Okay. And he's still getting emotional. So damn, did he really damn near go crazy in there? Did he ask for an out and they wouldn't let him out? They're like, nah, you're finishing this? What happened, bro? Because I know I know what a lot of y'all thinking. I'm thinking the same thing, bro. $340K to sit in a room for I know human beings are not meant to be in that situation. But I'm saying, like, I feel like I could do solitaire for 3 weeks for $340,000. But again, I've never been in this situation, so I don't know. Dude probably started going crazy after the first week, and now you got to spend 2 more.
It was on me. And it didn't go well.
According to Jake, MrBeast's team offered him a challenge lasting 100 days in solitary confinement, getting paid $10,000 per day. Despite the inherent risk associated with extended solitary confinement, MrBeast's team assured that it would be a fun experience and that proper safety measures were already in place.
Like at first it's gonna be like a luxury vacation. You're gonna have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine, and like part of the video.
And then they start taking stuff away.
Deciding, like, what items am I gonna get rid of, today? And they had like the choice. They were like, it's only gonna be bad for maybe the last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first. It's gonna be like a breeze for most of it.
I remember that.
And by the end of it, after 30
that's
days,
what I would think.
You're gonna get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day. And I don't know, man.
Big money.
I grew up poor in North Carolina. I said, excuse me?
Right.
I'll dance for you if you put that kind of money in my face, sure. They were like, you're gonna be locked in this room and we gotta make sure you're on all the time. We're gonna have cameras on you all the time. And you're perfect for this because you never shut the fuck up.
Unfortunately, things wouldn't go to plan, and Jake was left to deal with the consequences.
And it got to a point where like, they weren't turning the lights off. I asked them, I said, can we like have like nighttime hours? And they said no, because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? Yeah, I saw in other videos they did
okay.
Like, oh, you're gonna get XYZ hours of sunlight. Oh, great! Wanna know how they figured that one out? I didn't have it!
Even though Jake was battling sleep deprivation, an uncomfortable living environment, and exhaustion, allegedly, MrBeast was only concerned with getting a clip of how grateful he was to finally be able to pay his student loans.
Jimmy would come in, like, every other day for like an hour, to check in on me because he's doing other stuff. I'm just the guy in the cage over here. He'll come back to me in a minute.
Okay.
And so he'd come by, he'd get the shots, he'd leave. Sometimes he'd have a note for the director over the phone. That would really piss me off. This is a note I got from the director, from Jimmy, when I'm receiving some cash. He said, Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans?
Oh. That would piss me off too, I ain't gonna lie. Like, bitch, don't tell me what to say to the camera. Don't tell me the fake gratitude. No, don't get into it. I am actually grateful that I'm about to get to pay these student loans off, but like, it's not genuine if you tell me, hey, say it right now. Express it. Like, no, I'm gonna do it when I feel it. When it feels right for me to express it is when I'm gonna do it. You don't tell me to do it right now. Like, that would annoy me too, especially if I'm ready to get the hell up out of there. Like, bro, don't talk to me. Leave me alone.
You know how hard it was to do a take of that?
I bet.
And pretend to make it genuine?
The alleged damage done to Jake's mental health would become so apparent that even editors took note and were extremely concerned about his well-being.
I'm locked in a cage at his whim. And I have to do things to get the cash I need to live. And I got these cameras on me all the time. And I was unwell. I had editors coming up to me saying, "You good, bud?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" You're clearly unwell. And he goes, well, because the footage you're sending in is haunting. Because I'm trying to be funny, but I am mentally decaying, so I'm doing bits. Someone said there is a horror cut of a video in this.
Sadly, this allegedly wasn't enough for MrBeast to care, and told Jake to get ready to run a marathon.
What? He wakes me up. And he goes, ask me why I have 2 briefcases. And I'm like, why do you have 2 briefcases? And he goes, oh, because this one's for today, and this one's for the challenge. And I go, what's the challenge today? He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do the 22.6K, whatever it is. And you're gonna do it on that treadmill over there.
Oh, hell no.
To keep the production going and not wanting to lose prize money, Jake gave in to MrBeast's demands and got on the treadmill.
And so I wanted to be a good sport, and I wanted to get the boost, and I wanted the cash, and so I started running at 12. I was able to take some breaks, and I asked him, how long do I have? He goes, until I get back.
What the hell?
And I'm running until 3 a.m. I got off the treadmill.
Oh, 3 hours of running? Hell no.
Oh, the blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the lactic acid.
That ain't cool.
I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to like ice my feet, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Okay. When MrBeast agreed to let him end the challenge early, he didn't let Jake go without making sure he wouldn't take legal action.
Then everybody was around me, making sure I was good, making sure I was.
You're not gonna sue me, right?
But Jimmy had his like. He was sitting in the chair, turned around like an evil villain. Swear to God, everyone was looking at me, and he was like Lex Luthor over there. He turns around. He stands up. He does the exact same thing when he's pretending to have a human connection.
He's crying, bro.
Rehearsed by his lawyers. Yeah, you know, your mental health's the most important thing. You know, just want to make sure you're okay. And the last thing we want you to do is... I can almost hear the word Sue come out of his mouth. The S. He just stopped right before it got out.
He stopped. Oh, goodness.
If Jake's statements are true, then it's apparent that MrBeast is almost always hyper-fixated on the goal of making a good video, and seemingly doesn't care about what he has to do.
MrBeast has said that before,
this train of thought was only
still, it's not
by the
acceptable.
company's alleged stance on being told no when trying to film a video.
When dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take no at face value.
Okay.
If we need a store to buy everything inside of, and you can call the local Dollar Tree, and the person that answers says, no, you can't film here, that literally doesn't mean shit. Talk to other employees and see if they are fans or if any have kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter and try their social team. If all avenues are exhausted and you are left with a no, that doesn't mean don't try the other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically what I'm trying to convey is what we call pushing through no. Don't stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted.
When the topic of Ava...
I mean, that makes sense though. That makes sense. Like, yo, if you call Dollar Tree and they say, no, you can't film here, keep trying to find ways to get someone to tell you yes, so that we can film there. I really see a problem with that one.
One person told you no.
You're bothering people, but still.
Are exhausted.
When the topic of Ava Tyson's situation came up, Jake shared some rumors about a PDF working at the company.
Was
that's what he was talking about.
Covering stuff up. He didn't want stuff to come out. You know, he's very careful about his image.
Oh, so he knew about it before it came out?
But covered it up. Yeah, how do you prove that, you know? Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything.
I didn't know.
Who worked there.
So he knew about it? And
like you can, you know, someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you know, you get it.
Yeah, true.
You can still have a job after you're on that's one thing. You know, you go to prison, you get rehabilitated, that's one thing. You know, like if you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, I can't confirm or deny, from what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that.
What would that say?
Great stuff to some underage people.
Victim's age 11.
He's working at a channel that has underage people.
That is actual PDF activity, by the way. When people call people PDFs and use the word pedo to describe people, they try to describe it as just someone who's underage. So technically, if a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old mess around with a 19-year-old, they'd call the 19-year-old a pedo. That is just inaccurate. But that's actual pedophilia. That's 11 years old or younger. What the hell? Oh, no, dog. Hell no. Come on, bro.
Walking around and just targeted to underage people.
I told you, I didn't look into the whole situation, so I didn't know how bad it was.
If MrBeast's audience are children, the possibility of a registered PDF being on set and in videos becomes too alarming to ignore.
That's wild.
Still, most of the MrBeast team were apparently aware of this and seemingly even made jokes about it.
But when I was there, they called
jokes.
He's like, why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently, they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. That's his nickname?
What?
Really? Like, you know, yeah, it's Delaware. Don't ask him why. You know, the fuck?
At
Not funny, right?
Dogpack presented an audio recording from another MrBeast employee that alleged that the MrBeast team is currently trying to cover up Delaware's record. Within 24 hours of Dogpack's video going live, it garnered over 7 million views and forced a response from someone who used to be on the MrBeast team, named Jake the Viking. In the Twitter post,
I remember him.
Jake would acknowledge that Delaware was a registered PDF, but not only that, but also his brother-in-law. But that wasn't the full.
I gotta read that whole tweet. from what I remember, isn't Jake the Viking like successful? Like even though he's not with MrBeast anymore, isn't he successful? And isn't he still cool with MrBeast? I thought that was the case, wasn't it?
Team named Jake the Viking in the Twitter.
Brother-in-law, yes, he's a registered sex offender. He was 21. A 16-year-old girl accused him and others of SA when she was 11. Delaware took a plea deal. That's why there was no jail time, but he still had to register. His nickname is in Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware. He's from Delaware. That's what the different thing I've ever heard. He's been back several times. He was hired before I was. It was actually the reason I got hired at MrBeast. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew, but then again, the incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2018, 2017. Delaware was also able to go from the company, was let go from the company before I was.
Posed, Jake would acknowledge that Delaware was a registered PDF, but not only that, but also his brother-in-law. But that wasn't the full story, with the tweet reading, when he was 21, a 16-year-old girl accused him and others of SA when she was 11. Delaware took a plea deal, but there was no jail time, but he still had to register. In addition to this, Jake stated the real reason his brother-in-law was given the name Delaware, reading, his nickname isn't Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware, he's from Delaware, he's been back several times.
Yeah, we just read this.
Stated that Jimmy knew about Delaware's record before hiring him, reading, before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mum, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. But again, this incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2017/2018. According to Jake,
I get
the
that.
charges against Delaware wouldn't be an issue for much longer, and claimed he had never been a risk to children on or off set. Reading, Delaware charges are said to be dropped to this fall. Hurting kids in any way is completely unacceptable, but in the case of Delaware, I firmly believe he did nothing wrong, and look forward to the day these charges are dropped. The fact that MrBeast hired a registered PDF file to work on content he makes targeted towards children was disturbing to everyone that read it. With all the new allegations arising every single day, there seems to be a pattern in behavior coming from Jimmy, a pattern of trying to cover up sensitive situations rather than acknowledge them publicly. On the 23rd of June 2024, MrBeast would launch a new version of his Feastables chocolates in Australia and announced a promotional campaign that offered buyers a chance to win one of 10 cars.
I launched Feastables in Australia, as you can tell by the Sydney Opera House. And to celebrate,
that's what that is. That been dope.
Buy Feastables, this Lamborghini, and 9 other cars. That's a lot of cars.
That a mystery machine?
I'm just
That's fire.
I'm Australian. No joke, all you have to do, just go to your local Woolworths or any of these retailers in Australia and buy a Feastable.
I actually seen a mystery machine in my hometown
like
a few weeks ago. It was crazy.
With thousands of Australians participating in the event. In theory, this was a good way for MrBeast to expand his product into a new market and build hype around the brand.
That's fire.
Unfortunately,
shout out Scooby-Doo. My childhood.
Many users facing technical issues with the mini game meant to decide the winners.
And I played your little game and I won. And then you told me womp womp. And if y'all don't believe me, I actually screenshot my game. See, look, I won. But then you said no. And when I reached out to you, they said, sorry for the miscommunication. You're not one of the registered winners. Here's 10 free spins. 10 free spins? I'd rather take the car personally. And look,
she won the car and they hold her.
There's actually been a lot of people on this app and other apps sharing their experiences, showing screenshots of them winning and being told, sorry, not this time. So what's going on? Because I don't understand how we can play a game, win, and be told we don't win.
Right.
As the promo continued,
that's bull.
Consumers shared videos of themselves lining up the slots, but not winning.
Ooh! What the fuck?
This pattern of users not being registered as winners, despite winning the associated minigame, would become so frequent that it made the local news, with a headline reading, Sydney woman believed she'd won a MrBeast car, only to be told there was an issue with her competition entry.
That's some bull, bro.
Once the dust had settled and the prizes had been won, one of the winners decided to share what it was like to be part of the Feastables promo.
I think it was like the 5th spin. It said, you've won a car. It played a video.
I need you to come to the Sydney Opera House right now so we can figure out which car is yours.
What the fuck?
I answered, and then it was Jimmy.
Hey, how's it going? Did you buy a Feastables bar?
I did today.
And you scanned the QR code on the back, right?
I did, that is correct.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Okay.
One of our 10 winners.
Oh my god, dude.
So in 2 days, I need you to meet me at the Sydney Opera House.
Yep.
I have a Lamborghini, I have Teslas, I have nice cars. You're going to compete against 9 other people at the Sydney Opera House.
Yep.
And where you place will decide whether you win the 6-figure Lambo. Alright, see you then, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you still gotta compete.
Oh my god!
You don't get to just pick a car, but you'll win one of them.
Randomly picked, the minigame that users interacted with clearly had bugs that caused it to display invalid results, causing several users to believe they'd won a car. Obviously, with all these allegations piling up, things aren't looking good for MrBeast. And despite the alleged removal of comments and attempt to clean up the allegations, the comment section on MrBeast's recent video is still negative, with comments reading, "Address the allegations. We all miss the old MrBeast," as well as "MrBeast is a villain now." While it's likely MrBeast is uncancelable due to how large his audience is, and how many of them wouldn't even know the allegations existed, it's safe to say the recent controversies have resulted in a huge hit in his reputation. And with his response being legal threats to silence people for speaking out, it seems like this will stain MrBeast's legacy moving forwards. Make sure you subscribe to stay updated on the situation.
Goodness, dog. God damn, bruh. This video was long as hell, but y'all seen that before y'all clicked on it. You know what I'm saying? Video's over an hour long. Goodness gracious. Godly, man. But yeah, people accuse MrBeast of a lot of stuff. Who had receipts and evidence for a lot of the stuff they were accusing him of. It seemed like some of it might be legit, maybe not. Some of it might not be legit. Some of the things, even though they're legit, are probably not that big a deal, like kind of shady marketing tactics. Because let's be honest, everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to manipulate you into buying their shit. They're trying to give you reasons to go and purchase it. Everyone does that. But still, when your main target is kids, it just hits a little bit different. And maybe it's not kids. It probably is though. But that's how you get the big audiences on YouTube. You get the kids, you get a big audience. That's just how it works. But yo, a lot of stuff happened. He only very briefly addressed the whole situation with his homie. And yeah, that stuff bad too. I guess he has 2 different videos dedicated to that situation itself. So I guess there was no need to really go ham on that part. But yeah, man, this video was crazy. A lot of stuff I didn't know. Now, does all of this negative outweigh the positive that MrBeast has done, which is giving away money to people in real situations where he actually has given away money in cars and stuff like that? I wouldn't think so. And I'm pretty sure most of his fans don't think so. They probably don't even care. So MrBeast definitely isn't going to win. That's why I said the title of this video, The Satisfying Downfall of MrBeast, isn't really accurate. There's no downfall here. Even if a lot of people are looking at him differently and aren't going to mess with him no more, there's a lot more people that are going to be like, yeah, I don't care. I still love MrBeast videos. So it is what it is, man. So, hey, homie did his thing on this video, though, bruh. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, bruh. The video is 46 minutes, and I'm currently sitting at 1 hour and 8 minutes for my recording. So I paused and talked for 20-something minutes of this damn video. So, you know what I'm saying? My bad. if it annoyed some of y'all, I guess I had a lot to say. I told y'all, if I feel the need to say something, I'm going to pause and get my voice and opinions on it. But we have to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't just watch a video, gotta react to it. That's what we do. So again, appreciate y'all, man. For 6,000 subscribers, thank y'all for watching, dog. Make sure y'all stay tuned in for whatever content got coming in the future. Spark and Zero coming soon. Black Myth Wukong coming. Got a full walkthrough coming on that. And I might do a giveaway on that. You know what I'm saying? So, stay tuned. Make sure you show a lot of love to this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, we up out of this thing. It's your boy Dairu, we signing out. Peace.